Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to an exclusive first look at the brand new monster, Madam Fusion. I want to give a huge thanks to Social Point for giving me this monster, for giving me the gems to speed up everything, for giving me the cells to rank up, the food to feed, everything I need to make this exclusive first look video. I am allowed to take this monster into player versus player, however I am not allowed to win the battles because that would be totally unfair. With that being said, let's get right into this exclusive first look. Alright, so I went ahead and leveled up Madam Fusion all the way to level 100 so we can check out her stats. So her strength is 3399, not impressive whatsoever, however that doesn't matter because she's not an attacker. Her life stat is 34,985, and what's impressive is her speed stat, 3553. This is a crazy fast speed stat. In the magic category, the only two monsters that are faster than this monster are War Master Charizard and Gretchen, who have a speed stat of 3575. So this is officially the third fastest magic monster. And then when we take a look at every single legendary monster in the game, she's tied with monsters like War Master Ragnarok, Ingenica, Hobkin, Lau, and Neobuki. So she is insanely fast, which is all she really needs. Actually, well, we'll talk about it in a little bit, her evolving trait. But really quickly, let me just unlock these slots because I'm going to need them. So she's one of the monsters with the evolving trait. She starts the game off unranked with Hardened, which is great. All status effects have a 20% accuracy of actually hitting this monster. At rank 1, she gets Evasion, which is awesome, right? Because there's a chance that she can pretty much get a guaranteed turn-in. Now, a lot of monsters are being released that can remove positive effects before they apply some sort of effect or some sort of damage or some sort of attack. So self-evasion, evasion really isn't that, it's not as powerful as it used to be. But this monster takes it a step further because at rank 3, she even gives herself positive effects protected. Protects all positive status effects applied except the status protection itself. So in order to get rid of evasion, the self-evasion, you're literally first going to have to get rid of the positive effects protected. So you need a skill that can remove positive effects twice. For example, like Wormlat has. Wormlat has a skill that can remove positive effects twice. That's going to be the only way to actually penetrate and hit this monster. So this makes her quite devastating, especially partnered up with monsters like the War Masters again, right? Like Ragnarok that applies a random status caster. Like Myrak that applies a random status caster. Like, for example, Ramtar that can apply a skill mirror. So the skill mirror, it'll keep it. So that's quite interesting with this monster. But honestly, just this alone, this is worth ranking this monster up to rank 3. The fact that you give yourself evasion and positive effects protected, you are pretty much guaranteeing you get a turn-in. So it doesn't matter how fast she is, how slow she is, she's gonna get a guaranteed turn-in. That is crazy good. Here, let's read her description. Madam Fusion, meet Malaire's daughter. To her father's discontent, Madam Fusion was never interested in joining a team of villains. Oh, instead she found her own partner, Voltic. Her skills worked very well with his, and the best part was that Malaire hated him. They have a special chemistry, both inside and outside the battlefield. So Madam Fusion, if you saw my kind of teaser video not too long ago, Madam Fusion can actually make extra turn monsters usable again, because she has a way of stopping anticipation monsters. So with that being said, let's get into her skill set. Here, let's just change skill. So first of all, you can see the names Love Volt. She's in love with Voltic. Alright, your turn. Removes all negative status effects from one ally. Gives one extra turn to one ally. This is obviously very good. It's a turn transfer skill, and if your monster has any negative effect, let's say they were stunned, let's say they were mega stunned, let's say they were trait disabled and total blind, possessed, whatever it may be, it doesn't matter. You clear that negative effect, and you give that monster an immediate extra turn. That is really great. Once again, considering if you have this monster rank 3, it doesn't matter if your monster was stunned, mega stunned, whatever, you're guaranteeing that you get a turn in, so then you guarantee that your ally gets a turn in. So that's quite impressive. Focus Fusion gives 50% of stamina to our allies, applies stamina regen to our allies. Notice this costs no stamina, so even if you get your stamina drained, even if you were hit with some diamond relic that drained all of your stamina, whatever it may be, doesn't matter. You can recover stamina to your allies and give them stamina regen. Incredible support. Let's keep going. This skill over here deals moderate magic damage, removes negative effects from all allies. The cool thing about this skill is it has no cooldown, so even if you got hit with cooldowns activated, you'd still be able to use a skill that can clear all negative effects from your team. And let's keep going. Bend to Volt deals heavy magic damage, applies thunder and nature weakness to an enemy, gives one extra turn to itself. You might be wondering, why do I need to give thunder and nature weakness? Well, once again, this monster works with the extra turn monsters. So not even just Voltic, also Zyla and also Charmless. You can literally make the enemy weak to nature or thunder. Once again, Charmless, Voltic, Zyla. And then you give yourself an extra turn, and then you can literally turn transfer using your turn to your extra turn monster, your Charmless, your Voltic, your Zyla, and now whoever you're attacking, they have thunder weakness or nature weakness, so your attacks are going to be even more powerful. So that is some great synergy this monster has with the skills and with other teammates. Let us keep going. We have Bubble Fusion, deals moderate magic damage to an enemy, applies cooldown protection to all allies. This costs no cooldown, so if you ever are in a situation where you're encountering a monster that can activate cooldowns, once again, you can go with Madam Fusion, give your allies cooldown protection, and now you don't have to worry about their cooldowns being activated. This is a fantastic support monster. Let's see, Pyroelectric Fusion applies a random torture to all enemies. So this monster has a lot of support, but she can also apply some sort of random torture to the enemy team. Excuse Me removes positive effects from one enemy, gives 1 extra turn to itself. I think this skill is really, really powerful, considering we live in a world where there are random status casters at the start of the battle. There are still people that are going to run Elvira and Ragnarok and Remtar. So they're going to have a skill mirror, they're going to have an evasion, they're going to have some random stuff. Even if you encounter like a Wasper, if you encounter a monster with a Megataunt, a Dunraw, a Mephisto, you can literally clear the Megataunt, clear the evasion from Wasper, the dodge area, whatever it may be. You can clear that and then turn transfer over to an attacker and attack. Very, very great synergy. Ingenica taught me, disables trait on one enemy, gives 1 extra turn. This is the skill right here. This is her incredible, phenomenal, amazing skill. And it only has a 1 turn cooldown, which is just mind-blowing to me. You can literally trait disable an enemy monster, you give yourself an extra turn, and the reason this is cool is because this is how you stop anticipation monsters. It doesn't matter if the enemy monster has anticipation, you literally trait disable, they lose their anticipation, and because they lose their anticipation will never trigger, so you get a free extra turn without the enemy monster going. So it doesn't matter if you take on a Faraday, it doesn't matter who you take on, they are not going to get an extra turn. And this is really powerful because a lot of the War Masters, a lot of new monsters in general, a lot of the new anticipation monsters, they're quite deadly. You think of Hukuai, right? You think of War Master Ragnarok. If they get an extra turn in, that is dangerous. So you want to take them down. So yeah, that is, Ingenica taught me, that is a phenomenal skill. And let's see, do we have anything? Let's see, did I miss one? Excuse me. Removes positive effects from one enemy. So for right now, oh, you also have a skill that can apply, that can give your whole team blind immunity. Right now, we're going to run Excuse Me to remove positive effects from the enemy. We're going to run the trait disable. We're going to run Bend to Volt, and we're going to run Your Turn. And in order to run this skill set, I am foregoing all of these skills, like the blind immunity to my team, which by the way also has no cooldown. The cool thing is, like, blind immunity also helps against total blind, which is becoming a lot more prevalent, I would say, in the game of Monster Legends. So cooldown protection, we're giving that up. We're giving up the clearing negative effects from your whole team, the random torture, and the stamina skill. So I'm basically running all these extra turn skills. And you'll notice that you can literally cycle, because this has a 1 turn cooldown and this has a 1 turn cooldown. If, for example, you start the game off with Ingenica taught me, and then you use Bend to Volt, you can then do Excuse Me and Ingenica taught me. So I'll show you guys how cycle works. Her ultimate, by the way, Stellar Nucleosynthesis, deals massive special damage to all enemies and applies 3 random torture, which is just fantastic, right? 3 random torture to the enemy monsters. They are gonna feel it. And then the cool thing about this monster is she can literally hold a banner, which means recharging banner, so she doesn't have to worry about recharging stamina. And I'm still amazed that this thing has like 3 uses, so we're gonna equip that. And she can hold the staff. So likewise, if you have like an Energizer staff, this can recover your stamina. You can also utilize other stuff, like, let's see, you have Revenge staff, you have Ablation staff, although I'm not running a skill that actually deals damage, right? 1 enemy, 1 ally, 1 enemy, 1 enemy. So because I'm not running the AoE skill, because I'm not running the AoE torture skill, I'm not going to run Oblation staff, I'm going to run my good old Energizer staff, and we're going to see how well this monster performs. And first we're going to test her out in an adventure map. Alright, and I'm not even going to ruin her right now. I don't think she needs runes right now. So right now my other 2 monsters, Voltic and Charmless, they are faster, but that's fine. I'll recharge. Notice that I got stunned. If I was rank 3, there was no way I could have been stunned because I would have had my evasion and everything. Let's see if my monsters stay alive. Recharge, recharge. Alright, lost one of them. Okay, so this is how a battle would normally go. So let's say my Voltic was dazed. Well, he is dazed, but let's say he had some sort of negative effect. I could literally, let's say this monster had anticipation, right? I would literally be able to do Ingenica taught me to get rid of that. So bye-bye anticipation. And again, I know he doesn't have anticipation, but it's a hypothetical. So because I do that, then I'd be able to go ahead and do whatever I wanted to. So let's see, remove positive effects from one enemy. In a situation where there was a Megataunt and an anticipation monster, I would have been able to do Excuse Me first to get rid of the anticipation, to get rid of the Megataunt, and then do Ingenica taught me to get rid of the anticipation. Alright, but with that being said, now let's say, here I want to make this monster weak to Voltic, and then look, I can trait disable again. So let's say this monster over here also needed to be trait disable, And because, oh my gosh, like, look at that. I can do excuse me, and then Angelica taught me, I literally trade disabled everyone. And I can still keep, because I can hold the recharging banner, that's so insane. Angelica taught me, charging banner kicks in. And anyhow, can I make everyone weak to nature? Let's find out. Let's do this. Let's do this again. Maybe if I timed it right, maybe I would have been able to. But then I could have turned transfer over to Voltic, and then he's free to just wreak havoc on everyone and attack over and over. So it's crazy the stuff this monster can do. So in terms of what runes to hold, it's interesting because, like I said, at rank 3, you can rune it differently than unranked. Because at rank 3, you have a guaranteed turn-in. So I would say, as long as this monster is faster than your Voltic or your Charmless, you're honestly good to go. Because if that's the case, you're always going to guarantee your turn-in. So here, watch. I'll recharge. Okay, perfect. So in a real battle, as long as I'm faster than Voltic, I'm always going to be able to do... Here, I'll do it again. Jenica taught me. And then let me bend to Volt. And here, let me just cycle. And Jenica taught me. Excuse me. Let me bend to Volt. And Jenica taught me. Excuse me. Jenica taught me. I think I still have one more use of my banner. Yes, I do. Bend to Volt. Oh yeah, I literally made everyone weak to nature and thunder. And now I can still turn transfer over. And everyone's trade disabled. That is insane. See, now everyone is weak to Voltic. Insane. Just an absolutely insane monster. Wow. So I am super excited to take her out into PvP and try this monster out. Hopefully we have some monsters out there that I could actually battle against. So let's see. Let's refresh. Actually, that Bell Breath might have been good. We have Wormlad and Charmless. Okay, done raw. Okay, so this will kind of be a little sneak peek of what she's able to do. So let me actually, there she is, Madam Fusion, and I'll partner her up with Charm. Oh, I guess I was gonna do Charmless just because I feel like he has better runes than Voltic does. But let me see if I can swap something out. Where are my stamina runes? Because I don't want Voltic going first. Alright, just work with me. I'm going to have some really weird runes here. I'm going to give her... See, I don't even really know what to give this monster because, again, she doesn't necessarily need to be super fast. She honestly just needs to go before Voltic. Well, at least when she's rank 3. But for now, here, I'll give her 2 10s. I'll still make her go first in the turn order. I'll make her go super, super fast. So I'll give her that, and then I guess I'll keep my Necromancer. And so let's take on Jack. Alright, check this out. We'll click fight. So in a situation where there's a Megaton monster, like I said, you will be able to do something like, which one is it? Not your turn, excuse me, right? Excuse me, removes positive effects from one enemy. So bye-bye Megataunt. By clearing the Megataunt, this would allow me to target whatever monster had anticipation. Let's say it was Charmless. You're now trade disabled. And then I could also make someone weak to my Voltic. So let's make you weak to Voltic. And then let's trade disable Barak Core. And then let's just keep going down the line. Here, I don't need to remove it, but I just want an extra turn. And then I can trade disable you. So even if you face monsters that have taunt, it doesn't even matter. Now let me go ahead and make Barak Core weak to Voltic. And then let me do this again for fun. And this again for fun. And, oh, I messed up the turn order there. But yeah, removes negative effects, give one extra turn. Let's say Voltic was an excellent turn order. Let me turn transfer to him. There'd be no anticipation monster, no Megaton monster, no nothing. And I am literally just free to attack and attack and attack. How insane is... Madam Fusion is a fantastic, fantastic support monster. And then I could literally just attack endlessly, obviously if I was ruined better. But yeah, we're going to exit out because, again, I'm not allowed to win the battles. But you can see just how powerful Madam Fusion really is. Alright, cool. We found an Elvira base, so I really want to test out Madam Fusion against Elvira. Once again, being able to remove positive effects. So let's see. He has the Bulwark trait. There's a chance I can't immobilize him. But what if we just do excuse me? And then Angelica taught me. Look at that. He lost his Bulwark trait. So now I can... Oh, you also have evasion? Here, let me get rid of the evasion. Let me trade disable you as well. Oh, you also have evasion? Let me get rid of evasion. And let me trade disable you as well. And here, let me make you weak to thunder attacks. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and turn transfer now. And I can just attack. What the heck? Madam Fusion is insane. I think you probably should have her go 3 speed runes. Have her go first. Have her trade disable and get rid of positive effects on the whole enemy team. As you saw, what I was just able to do to Elvira. And yeah, she seriously makes extra turn monsters usable again. She makes the extra turn meta alive again. Even against, like, here, we'll take on, even against the dodge area monsters, Madam Fusion doesn't even care that you're dodge area. Madam Fusion does not care at all. Bam. You just lost your dodge area. So now Voltic is free to attack you. Here, let's make you weak to Voltic as well. Bam. You just lost your hardened trait. And then we'll do excuse me. And bam, you just lost your trait as well. Let's also make you weak to Voltic. And then, here, let's just do excuse me. Let's see how much stamina I have. And I have one more use. Yeah, so as long as you have Charging Banner, you are good to go. Let's bend to Volt. So now all these monsters are weak to Voltic, and they would be weak to Charmless. And now a turn transfer over to my extra turn monster. And now he's able to wreak havoc. Honestly, I think Madam Fusion is game-changing. Well, she's bringing back extra turn monsters. She is insanely powerful. It is crazy how devastatingly powerful she is and how well her skills work with herself, not even with Voltic. Just the fact that these have a one-turn cooldown and you can spam them back forth is insane to me. And literally, the fact that you're gonna have self-evasion and protect positive effects, even if you encounter like a War Master Thalassa, a 130 Thalassa that can remove positive effects, it won't matter because you'll still have your evasion, and the only thing you'll lose is this. So even if your Voltic gets Mega Frozen, your Charmless gets Mega Fulton, it doesn't matter. You are seriously going to be able to just trade disable. If there's any monster that poses a threat, you can trade disable. You can remove positive effects if anyone has evasion or whatever they may have. Dodge area, it doesn't even matter. You can make them weak to Voltic, turn transfer over to Voltic, and then Voltic can wreak havoc. Madam Fusion is insane. So relics-wise, I think 100% she needs the Charging Banner, and obviously Energizer Staff. That'll also be useful. If you have both, they'll definitely be useful because she will run through stamina. You don't have to worry about anticipation monsters. I'm surprised it's got a one-turn cooldown. That is insane to me. If you can get this monster to rank 3, that is a must-do, absolutely. At 115, this monster is going to be such a force to be reckoned with. Like I said, even if you face a 130 Thalassa, you get a guaranteed turn-in, so that doesn't even matter. And obviously, if you have Mutant Runes, if you have Speed Mutant Runes with Life, that'll definitely help you out because you're going to need to tank some attacks, especially if you're facing like a War Master Thalassa, a Taunt monster, Brutalis, and then an extra turn monster, whether it's not an anticipation monster, whether it's a Faraday, whoever it is, you're gonna have to tank some hits, at least 2 of them. So be mindful of that. But I can't wait to rank this monster up and get her evolving traits, and then try to see how powerful this monster is. I'm going to try to raise my trophy so I can do a little more competitive battles because those are definitely gonna be fun to see. But with that being said, I think that's going to be it for this video. I am going to be recommending 3 speedruns on this monster to have her go first to start the combo. In terms of teammates, it's obvious, right? Use Voltic, use Zyla, use Charmless. Extra turn monsters are back. Once again, I'm Armor Gaming. Thank you much for watching this video, and I will see you all next time.